Forbes released their top 50 earning content creators list. Right?
Okay, we on there?
Well, unfortunately, it only went to the top 50.
Oh,
Maybe we're 51.
Oh, we're 51. Okay, all right. Okay, got you. All right.
We didn't
okay.
make the list.
Okay, this is all good. That's probably what it is.
So the list was incredible, man. And so they had some names on there, some names that you might have thought would be on there. What's my man Kai Cenat was on there.
Yeah. He's the one. He's
I Show Speed was on there.
Okay.
Drewski was on there.
Okay.
Incredibly successfit it's a pretty good list. So,
right.
So if you haven't had an opportunity, definitely go out and take a look at it. And it was a combination of not just what they're earning by their social media channels, but also what their other revenue streams that they are receiving based off of what they've done with their social media platforms. So it had me thinking, because some of these folks are incredibly famous. And I just wondered, I'm going to ask Jay, are content creators the new megastars? And have they supplanted, I think I'm saying that right, have they supplanted the musical artist, the pro athlete, and the Hollywood actors as now being the go-to megastars that we all look up to?
No.
No.
They're stars in their own right in their specific field of content creators. That's it. You're not surpassing the movie stars of the world and the singers. Not even close. I don't even know you name me them 50 people. I don't know them. And again, I'm not saying that I know everybody, but I know the C and the D list of the actors and singers and stuff like that. The average person even knows the C and the D list actors and singers and athletes and things like that. The average person only knows the biggest of the, and they don't even know them. Okay? So they will never, the megastars in the content creator world will never surpass traditional Hollywood.
Well, let me ask you this. Based off of that, then what do you say to General Motors, American Airlines, large corporations that hire these content creators / influencers? They're not hiring these B-list actors that you're talking about. Moreover, the amount of money that according to Forbes, this top list collectively was about $850 million in revenue that they generated for themselves. So on average, it comes up to about $17 million per content provider, content creator, excuse me. Some made a lot more, some made less. But that's incredible, man. So if they're not to the level of that which you say they are, as compared to say some of these actors, then why does Main Street continue to hire these folks and pay them so much damn money?
Because those are the people that are willing to do it. First of all, you look at New Heights, for example, right? Any celebrity can be a content creator, right? You think if New Heights, or if you think name any celebrity in the world, if they can just start a podcast tomorrow, they're going to go to them. They're going to go to them before these no-name content creators, especially the C and D ones. You could pick any. You can pick, Michelle Obama, right? She just started with her brother, right? You could pick any celebrity. Denzel Washington can start a podcast tomorrow. They're going to turn to Denzel. But it's just because Denzel and all these big celebrities, they're too busy working, right? They're filming their movies. They're making their albums. They're doing what they need to do. They don't have time to be making this content, right? Some of them do. And when they do decide to start up a podcast tonight, then all of those businesses are going to go to them. And those content creators who don't have anything else going on, they're going to be out with the wind, right? So, of course, that is what they are going to do. I understand why they're going to these people and, whatever, because these major celebrities, these major athletes, look at how all these athletes, they're starting their own podcast. They're doing all these things they do. So I understand why they're going to them, but they're only going to them because these major athletes and actors and singers, they don't got time for that shit.
All right. I vehemently disagree.
Of course you do.
I disagree with that, but I'm going to put something in perspective.
Okay.
Right. The top NBA player, top earning NBA player, and this is not overall contract, but per year.
Yeah.
Right now is Steph Curry.
Okay.
$55.7 million. The top baseball player is Shohei Ohtani.
Dodgers, right?
Yep, with the Dodgers, with the Los Angeles Dodgers, $70 million. Top NFL player, Dak Prescott.
Damn, he's the top?
$60 million.
Okay.
The top actor in Hollywood, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, $88 million. So you've got Steph Curry, 55. You've got Shohei, $70 million with baseball. You've got Dak Prescott with 70, and the top actor is Dwayne Rock Johnson at 88.
That's their salary.
Yeah, over 1 year. It's 1 year salary.
Yeah.
You want to know who and how much the top earner is for content creators. One, who is it? Mr. Beast, by not surprising anyone that it's Mr. Beast. $85 million. Bruh, Jay, you're wrong. They
What am I wrong on?
They are the most famous people. They are.
Wait. What does money have to do with fame?
Well, money had.
You just said they're the most famous people. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Well,
I don't even know who you just talked about right there.
Well, that's because you live in a bubble.
No, but he's
well,
not
you just
the most
asked
famous
me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead.
Because because these people, in particular, not just.
What'd you call him, Mr. Beats? Doc, what's his name?
Mr. Beast.
Beast. Doc, do you know who Mr. Beast is?
I actually do not.
Thank you.
Oh my Lord.
Thank you. He's up here talking about these most popular, all those celebrities he just named off, and he's talking about Mr. B is more.
Mr. versus Beast.
We don't even know his name. How is he supposed to be more famous than those celebrities that you just named? Did you just name 4 people?
Well, because first of all, you and Voice of God Doc are not. You guys are not the be all, end all, be all in terms of pop culture. If you guys don't know these folks or know who Mr. Beast is, shame on you.
Our viewers right now, those names you just named off, they don't even know. Half of them don't even know who he is. And you're talking about. So wait, let me ask you something. So you're saying Mr. Beat? What's his goddamn name?
Holy smokes.
What's his name?
Beast.
You're saying Mr. Beast is more famous than those 4 people you just named. Is that what you're saying?
I would say.
What?
I would say, yeah. I would say there is.
Doc.
Hold on. Let me unpack this a bit. Right. These Mr. Beast is a global brand. This is not generating $85 million domestically. He is a global star. And people all over the world know him. He is the reason why large companies are hiring him to pitch their products.
You're mixing up fame with business. Okay.
Here's the analogy we use. Take Mr. Beast and take Dak Prescott, who's the highest paid NFL player, walk into a mall. Who's drawing the bigger crowd? Without a doubt, Mr. Beast would draw the louder crowd.
Don't talk about a football player, Dak Prescott. He's not even a big celebrity.
Come on, man. You can't bounce back and forth. I'm telling you that this is what. So the trending story right now. One of the stories that's online right now. They're talking about an incident with Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington meets. The creator, Ty the creator. And it's like, and he asked him, "Are you famous?" Creator's like, "Yeah, I'm all right." So he says, "All right, you know what? Let's go see how famous you are." They go out through the side door where, people are out there, where the fans and people, They walk out there. You know whose name they're screaming when they see? Not Denzel's. They stand on the the running board of the SUV, the truck, and everything. They're out there screaming creator's name.
A bunch of children. Okay,
hold on.
That's the audience. Okay,
Dog.
okay.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
To the point where Denzel was like, "Wow, I guess you are famous, right?" Like, my point is, before you stepped on me and killed my hot take, was
That's what I do.
so killing my hot take, man. But the point is, it's like there is a community and a tremendous amount of people who are incredibly famous that you guys are just in the dark about. You can't be so goddamn ignorant, meaning like you are so ignorant when I say you can't be. The fact that you don't know them, therefore...
I never said that.
Therefore, no one knows them.
Did not say that.
All right, go ahead, man.
Doc,
you ain't going to shut the fuck up.
Doc, did I say that?
Go ahead.
You're going to have to hit rewind because I did not say that. And you are taking, you're saying Tyler, the creator, and Denzel, and you're a bunch of kids. Of course they're going to be screaming out ties. Of course. I mean, come on. Everybody knows in the world that Denzel is more famous. Okay? Whether any of these content creators are making more money, now that's a whole different conversation and segment we can discuss at another time. But that's not this segment. You made an asinine statement that they are more famous, and they are not. That is clear. They may make more money, but we ain't talking about that. You always have been, you're a businessman, so I get it. But you're always thinking business, or you're thinking funds and money, but that doesn't equate to who's more famous.
Are you finished?
Oh, I'm done. Because I made my point, and everybody understands and agrees with what I'm saying.
Are you finished?
Let's go to the voice of God. Let's have the voice of God weigh in here.
I guess he's not finished. I guess he's
No, I'm done. It's the voice of God's turn. Why don't you ask the voice of God what he thinks? Go ahead, voice of God.
Like I said, I don't know who this gentleman is.
I'm not surprised, Doc.
But that could be anybody. There's businessmen that make 3 times what that person makes that aren't famous that make that type of money. So I see your point, Jay.
Thank you,
I
sir.
see your point, Kay. It's Tyler, the creator, goes out with Denzel Washington. I would have thought Denzel would have been the more draw to the crowd, but
well, Doc, it was because of the crowd. But it's because of the crowd.
But it's a random occasion, so it's like just by them stepping out, you don't know that there's just gonna be a whole bunch of young people out there.
Thank you.
To root for Tyler, the creator. So
thank you.
So guys, let me tell you this. You walk out into a random crowd, okay? You have adults, right? Adults who know who Denzel Washington is, right? And so if we have this crowd and it's 50% adults and there's 50% kids, who do you think is going to be screaming out, la, 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 whatever? It's not going to be the adults, all right? Because we have cool to ourselves and we're not going to be screaming like that. We're adults. You know who is going to be screaming? The kids who know Tyler, the creator. They're going to be screaming and they're going to be making all the noise. It doesn't mean just because they're the ones who's making all the noise that he is more famous than Denzel. That is just not true. Denzel Washington is probably the biggest actor in Hollywood, one of the biggest actors in Hollywood, and everybody knows who he is, and he's extremely famous, and he is way more famous than Tyler, the creator. That's just is what it is. That's it.
So I stand by what I said, that they are more famous
okay.
than these individuals that you're talking about. In addition to the fact that it's not just a matter of it's not just a matter of the fact that they made as much as they did, but it's how they make it. They literally make their money by being who they are. So it's not to Doc, to your point of, say, some business person or some financer who's making their billions through stock trades or acquisitions and mergers. No, the content, in many cases, these content creators are they themselves the people in front of the camera. Thus, why they become famous. And because of their influence. Their influence also dictates the level of how much they're making. They make because they influence. They influence because they're famous. It's a cycle. It circles around. And so, to me, this is simple math. Jay just sounds like old man.
Math has nothing to do with this. Continue.
All right, so let's wrap up this segment.
You're putting money in this
again.
again. You're putting money in this once again, but it's all good. Listen, we have our own opinions on it. We'll just agree to disagree.